Let's peel a layer off of the data that you can access in your AdWords account and segment your data so you can get a better sense for how things are truly doing and find very interesting insights that you can use to make your campaigns perform better. The option to segment your data is very conveniently called segment, and you can see it up here. It's on the campaigns tab. It's on pretty much all the tabs. Let's go to the campaigns tab for now. Click on segment and you can see a bunch of different options here. So you can segment your data by time, day, week, month, and so forth. And when you do that, you can see it shows additional lines, additional rows here, and it would show the data for each of these rows. So that can be helpful if you are looking over a date range and you want to see data per day or something like that. Same thing for conversions. You can segment by a conversion name or a conversion type, which can be helpful, or conversion category, I should say. You can do it by network, and this is something that's very helpful to take a look at. And let's see here. It's not actually showing us any segmented data because we haven't been running these campaigns, but it would show you how many clicks you had for regular Google.com searches, and then also how many clicks you had, or the other metrics you had for search partners. And you can see that might significantly skew your click-through rate, especially with search partners. You could get a lot of impressions, not many clicks, and so your Google click-through rate may actually be a lot better than you think it is, and then it's your search partner click-through rate, which is very poor. You can do it by click type. So, for example, people can click on your headline in your ad, but they could also click on site links. They can also click to get directions if you're using a location extension. They can click on your phone number, and by segmenting by click type, you can see how many clicks you have on each type of click option on your ads. So very helpful. You can segment by device, and I've got a separate short lecture about how to do that and why that's important. You can do segments by experiments. Experiments is a pretty advanced feature where you can kind of experiment with making some changes to your campaigns and only have a certain percentage of search traffic see those changes, so you don't make any irreversible changes to your campaigns. And then you can use this segmented option to see how they're performing compared to your control data. You can also look at data what your data is when your ads show at the top of Google search pages compared to when they show on the sidebar, at the bottom, or on search partners or on the Google Display Network. So when you do this segmentation, you'll often see that you have a far better click-through rate from your ads that show at the top of the page compared to other places. And that can play a role in deciding where you want to bid, kind of what bidding strategy you want to use. +1 annotations is not very helpful. It has to do with Google+, which is basically dead, so you probably won't need to take a look at that. And then view type is another type of option. This is for YouTube specifically. You can see where whether or not people are viewing your ads, your YouTube ads, while they're watching other content in stream or in display, while they're browsing websites on the Google Display Network, etc. And those are the segmentation options, so definitely make use of those. The most valuable ones, from my opinion, are network with search partners and device, followed by click type. Those three are probably the ones you'll want to make the most use of.